my name is Keka44. I'm having a really good day. Hope you're having a really good day. And today we're going to be talking about tanking in Battlefield 1. Now, the first and most important rule of tanking in Battlefield 1 is you suck as just a tank. Do not go on to objectives alone, especially in the light tank. There are many other threats that are trying to take you out, so if you go by yourself, you're going to be taken out very, very quickly, and the enemy team will be very happy. The best way to go onto an objective or any highly populated area of the map is to advance with your team. The best option is to go with squad mates you can talk to. The reason is you're going to be able to talk to them, they can call out threats, and they'll move forward and help you take out any anti-tank infantry. This is most likely due to assault players with AT rocket guns, tank grenades, etc. Now, your job is you're going to work together to keep each other alive on the point. Now, if you're in a light tank, you have the option to drop med crates and ammo crates. What this is going to do is it's going to help your team to stay alive and have ammo to fight at full force. They're going to stay alive and keep you alive as well, and you guys will take the point very quickly. Now, another point is, if you get damaged, you're going to have to repair. And as you know, you can't repair and move around and shoot at the same time. It's different in Battlefield 1. So this is why it's important to use your different points of view. You have your first person point of view and your third person point of view. Now, I like to use my third person point of view to do a few things. One of the main thing is I like to use it to look around while I'm repairing. It's essential that you have to do this while you're repairing. If you don't look around for any threats, they're going to hit you and stop your repair, even if it's just a sniper with his K bullets. Now, another reason to use your third-person point of view is you can peek over hills, around corners, and you can set yourself up and try to see what's around. Getting information like that is very important to keep you alive and to do well in a tank. So I like to use mine, especially when peeking over hills. I can actually go into third person and peek over the hill, see if there's an assault soldier waiting for me, or if it's just a bunch of infantry that I can take out, or possibly even another tank. Now, I like to run the light tank, so if there's a heavy tank or something that can take me out very, very quickly, I will normally back off, or I'll take a shot and I'll back up, and I'll take another shot and I'll back up, and I'll try to keep myself safe, and I'll wait for my other team or my other players to come up and help me. Now, another good point is to prioritize your targets. You want to keep a lookout for, like we've said, assault players and other tanks, but sometimes the other tanks won't be the biggest threat. Now, normally it goes, you want to hit your tank first and your assault players, then you can clean out the rest of the infantry. But there are other threats too. Now, if an assault player is closer to you, they might be more of a priority than a tank that's far away. The tank's going to have a harder shot on you, and the assault player can take you out very easily. He has more shots, he can do more damage quickly. Now, there's also field guns might be a prioritized target. You can't just swing and hit them, you have to take a couple shots in some cases. So you really have to know which targets to prioritize, and it takes some getting used to. The next part that I want to talk about is knowing your map. Map knowledge is very important to being in a tank. In infantry, map knowledge is somewhat important. The more you know, the more it's better in infantry, but this especially applies to tanking. Now, if you know your map, you should be able to keep your focus on your target and maneuver while you do this. This is especially important when you're fighting another tank. What you're going to want to do when you fight another tank is keep your focus on that tank as you move. I usually do this when I'm retreating. If I come across a heavy tank, I'm going to have to shoot him and back up at the same time and try and reload because my 4 shots won't get him. And you're going to have to back up while keeping your eyes on him. If you don't know what's behind you, then you're most likely going to get stuck, the tank's going to come and kill you. So knowing your map is important. Another reason why knowing your map is important is you should know what you can drive through. I use this all the time to get quick access to areas, or I can even break down a wall to hide in a building and repair myself. And it's a very important thing to know that, because if you break down a wall and hide in like a barn, for one, you have a little bit of shelter. You can take a shot before you have to stop repairing. You're also out of sight, so players won't really see you. You won't be as much of a priority, or they won't even know you're there. So being able to break down buildings is very key. Another thing is, when you break down a wall, you actually gain access to that from another way. You have to drive around, and the rest of your team doesn't have to hop the wall, and it's quick access for the rest of your team. Another reason why I like to know which things on the map that I can destroy is because, well, destroying stuff is very fun. So enjoy running things over, and if you're on an empty point or a small server, your team's winning by a lot, take the time to drive around the map and see which things you can drive through. Now, another thing that I like to say is keep yourself reloaded all the time. The reason why I say to keep yourself reloaded all the time is because the reload process costs you nothing. The only thing that's going to cost you is moving your finger to hit the reload button. I'm going to give you an example of how I use the reload process to my advantage when I'm engaged in a firefight. What I'll do is I'll pop out and I'll take my shot at my enemy and I'll come back into cover. While I'm backing up, I'll automatically hit the reload button, even knowing that I'm most likely going to pop back out and take a shot and interrupt the reload process. But in the event that I pop back out and my enemy's in cover or there are no enemies anymore, I'll have finished my reload process and I can go back into cover, and now I have an extra shot. Now, this will give you a good advantage to have the extra shot when you're shooting, especially in another tank or there's many enemies. You want as much shots as possible. This technique gives you as much shots and as much reloads as you possibly can get. The last thing that I have to tell you is, if you want to get better at being a tank driver, just play the tank. There's no other way that you can really be better than just trying and having failures, and you just have to play the tank and you get to know it. That's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll talk to you guys later.